My flight to Cebu is again with Cebu Pacific. I had such a blast here in Puerto Princesa. So many people say don't come here, it's boring, there's nothing to do. I totally disagree. I wish I booked more nights. It's very nature oriented, full of animals. You can relax more. You can do this underground river, which to me is the best trip that I've done so far in the Philippines. I'm excited to see the city. I just got through the security. It's nice and spacious and not very crowded here. Oh, an interesting thing is only flights to Manila and Cebu.
Stand by.
There it is. We just arrived to Cebu. It seems like we've got everything. Very quick, very easy. I love domestic flights for it. Let's check out our accommodation. Well, I mean mine and your guys through watching through the screen. It's our accommodation. Hi. Yeah? Yeah, do you want to be in it?
Hi, welcome to Cebu.
I just arrived to my hotel. It's very loud. There's no proper windows, so it's extremely loud. You can hear the dog barking, and yeah, it's not the best place to stay, you guys. It's one of those I don't know what you call them, but it's not a proper window at all. No insulation, and the internet is not working here, so I'm thinking of leaving. But for now, I'm just going to go to sleep. Anyone who has problems sleeping when it's loud, you're going to hate staying here. I have free diving tomorrow, so I have to wake up nice and early, so I think the earlier I go to sleep the better. Plus I think it's going to take me a very long time to fall asleep here anyway, just because of the conditions. Maybe my expectations are too high after staying in the paradise in Puerto Princesa. But yeah, I'll speak to you guys later. Good morning, you all. Today I'm going to take you on a little walk around Cebu, Mactan specifically, so the side of Cebu where the airport is based, not Cebu City. Yesterday I was walking down from my free diving class. Everyone told me to get a tricycle or get taxi back, but I decided that I really wanted to have a walk and just explore the area, see how it is. And it was such an eye-opening, shocking yet humbling experience for me. The more I've been hearing and talking to the locals and understanding what happened to them in December of 2021 with the Typhoon Odette, known internationally as Typhoon Rai, but known in the Philippines as Super Typhoon Odette. The typhoon started on my birthday, 12th of December of 2021. Cebu have not recovered. Other islands, Siargao, Bohol, Negros, have not recovered. And here I want to show you the reality of this part of Cebu, showing you how the locals live, in what kind of conditions. The past few weeks it's been raining really heavily in Cebu. The reason why I have no internet in my hotel is because the internet line has been broken, the tree has fallen in the area, so a lot of the properties here have no internet. Local market right there with some vegetables. Unfortunately, here in Cebu, at least this part of Cebu, the problem with trash is a lot more severe, I would say. Rai than in Palawan. In El Nido it's also not like it's the cleanest place in the world. You definitely get a lot of broken tricycles dumped on the side of the road at the touristy areas. You definitely get some streams of rubbish here and there, but it's not close as bad as here. I feel like definitely more people acknowledge me and say hi and say how am I than the people who just ignore me or don't smile. These people have been through so much in their life, especially in the past year. I feel a bit anxious because of the traffic everywhere, no pavements. But when it comes to the people here make me feel welcome, make me feel safe. They make me feel like I'm a part of their community. I don't think it's a false sense of security that I'm feeling, but at the same time, of course, you can never be 100% sure. This is just my impression of being here. It's so rare for me to feel so peaceful in such a busy place. And that's how I feel. I feel very peaceful here. That's a famous bakery chain. It's all over the Philippines and I love getting my desserts and bread from this place, Julie's. Really recommend. I'm not sure if it's Filipino, but I've only just seen it in the Philippines. This property is really fenced off. It makes me wonder what it could be. And a bunch of rubbish everywhere also. Yeah, look, it's everywhere. It's a huge fence and you can't really peek through much. It says no trespassing, private property. It's another place that's very guarded. And the interesting thing is about here, you see some very expensive, very nice vehicles next to tricycles and next to other vehicles that are falling apart. It's a city of contrast, and you have same with properties. Lottery tickets. Unlike in Europe, here we have cigarette advertisements everywhere, nearly at every single shop here. But most people that I have met here, don't smoke. They try to save as much as they can. They don't want to waste their money on an addiction or just to pretend to be cool or whatever. But you do see also smokers, so it's a bit of a mix around here. This seems like a nice neighborhood here. Yes, it's a vlog. Do you want to say hi? How are you doing? All good?
What's your channel?
It's Ola Lily.
Solo travel?
Yes.
Where are you from?
England. Yeah. No, thank you. the typhoon hit here, it started off as just rain, but it was still gentle compared to what was later. Because there were some warnings, the government warnings saying that the typhoon was going to happen, but everyone, or most people, have mostly ignored it. They are so used to typhoons happening here that they didn't realize the seriousness of the situation. They didn't realize that it was going to be one of the strongest typhoons in the Filipinos' history. It's the second most costly typhoon that happened in the Filipinos' history. The winds went up to 195 kilometers per hour. Properties, hi! Everything got destroyed. Property, sorry, I'm getting distracted because everyone is saying hi and waving, but everything got destroyed. People's properties, people's businesses, electronics, every belonging, nothing really mattered as long as you saved yourself. The lady who I'm staying with right now, she lives in a strong concrete building, a hotel. She had one guest at the time. Bear in mind, it was the pandemic still, the Philippines were closed. So at the time there were not so many tourists here. And as horrible as this sounds, I feel like that's why this typhoon did not receive as much media attention, not enough as it should, because there were not so many international travelers here. Over 400 people died. Near my hotel there was a warehouse and people were working at the warehouse and the warehouse got destroyed. So I was asking her, since the government knew that this typhoon was coming, why didn't they stop people from working? And she said, it's the Philippines, nobody controls or regulates these things here. So people work at their own risk. The wind went up to nearly 200 kilometers per hour and the electricity got destroyed immediately across the whole entire island of Cebu, Bohol, Siargao, I think Negros, and a few other islands nearby. But the whole island of Cebu was without electricity for the next month. No food and no water. People were queuing up for hours and hours near special water stations. Funds were raised to help Filipinos to get them provisions. So those from the most deprived, most affected households were getting some provisions such as food and water, but no compensation, no financial compensation was made for anyone. Just provisions, basic provisions for those who needed them the most. My friend's shop got completely destroyed. Another lady's shop who I've spoken to got completely destroyed. All the articles that they had in the shop and the shop itself. We look at Cebu today and we might be thinking, why is there so much trash everywhere? Why don't people clean up? Why are so many buildings destroyed or so like ugly? By the definition, a lot of people might think that. I don't think they're ugly. I think this place is absolutely beautiful, but that's what a lot of people used to the European standards might be thinking. And you guys, just put it into your perspective that these people had nothing. They were left with nothing. I feel like if something like this would happen to many people in the Western world, they would talk about it for years to come, feeling sorry for themselves, complaining to everyone, complaining on any occasion. Our nature in the Western world is to complain, and here there's none of that. Nobody is feeling sorry for themselves or trying to makes me feel sorry for them. The guy was playing like he had this huge sound system in his backyard and people were dancing. Despite everything that happened, I have this feeling that most people here are just as happy as in the Western world. I would even go as far as saying I think people here are happier. That's just my impression, but once again, maybe I'm not an accurate representation of what people are feeling or thinking here, because everyone is being super friendly for me, because I am a foreigner, and I think it's quite rare for them to see foreigners in this street. Hey, that's about loud. At the same time, if I ask, people tend to be very open and tell me exactly what happened. Hi. Hi. Baby goats, they're crying in the trash, trying to look for food. Oh, my heart, look guys. I don't think I can do anything about it. Hi. The animals suffering here. That's when it really hits me. You see dogs here with diseases, with some skin diseases especially, because those like are so obvious to see, or just simply not having enough nutrition, being very, very skinny. I wish I could do something to help these animals. When you travel, you have to have a thick skin and not let the things that would normally really get to you in your home country get to you when you travel. Like they all have skin diseases. Look. I don't know if you'll be able to tell because the dog is walking away as I'm trying to capture it. Just believe me on this, you guys. They're so obvious in person. So sad. It makes me feel like I want to do anything to help. I want to give all the money I could raise in the world to be able to help these animals. But it's about how to do it. I'm going to go to 7-Eleven now. Just get a bottle of water because I'm very thirsty. Let's try this. It says it has a bunch of good things. Zinc, vitamin C. I don't know if these things are healthy or actually they're more unhealthy than healthy, but one shot energy and immunity. It's what I need. I've had really bad food poisoning. If you've seen my past videos, you know that I had really bad food poisoning and I had to drink a lot of electrolytes and things to get back to shape, but I feel better now, but I still have to be careful. Oh wow, it's very sweet. That doesn't taste healthy, it tastes like it's full of sugar. I not only have to work soon from the cafe, but I also need to contact my local friends because I'm going to see them in the south of the island tomorrow, I think. But I kind of have to plan what I'm going to be doing because my visa is running out. I need to think where to go to immigration. Hey! Hey! I need to figure out where to go to immigration to extend it. Or maybe I'm not going to extend it, but if I'm not going to be extending it, I have to somehow plan to get back to Manila to then catch my flight to Borneo. But to be honest with you, there's still so much that I want to see in the Philippines. And there are two conflicting, there are two conflicting parts of me, right, to this, because on one hand, the Philippines are not just very expensive, way more expensive than any other country in Southeast Asia, but also the weather, as you can tell, is not ideal. It's been raining often since coming here. A lot of the things that I wanted to do I've not been able to do, so I don't know if it's not best to just come here another time when the weather is better, but I think I'm more likely going to stay here and extend my visa despite of the weather, just because too much yet to see and to learn, and I feel like I've only just started to learn and experience this place properly. Just hi. Hey. Hi. And that's why I'm not ready to leave.
Hi.
Because hi. I actually love the fact that everyone is so friendly, and it makes me feel welcome. It makes me feel good, it makes me feel peaceful. And what I said to you before, here, I don't feel any kind of worry, any kind of danger. Maybe slightly anxious because of the traffic, but ever so slightly because of the traffic, just that. But not because of the people, because they smile and say hi to me and chat to me and make me feel welcome. On this street is where I just walked, and I've not seen a single foreign person today, not even one, for the whole entire day. And yeah, here's the travel cafe. Internet here is super strong when I checked yesterday, so should be nice to work from here. Delicious caramel latte and a brownie at my cafe. Apologies, I realized that I have never really finished the video because I was working until 10 in the evening, and that's like literally on the clock 10. After 10 I felt kind of bad about staying in the cafe because it was me the whole day. It doesn't feel like it's in a touristy place, which means locals are not going to use the cafe. That's called travel cafe, that's made especially for digital nomads. There was no one there. The closing time is at 11. I wanted to film more of Cebu, but I had to be responsible and I had to work. Tomorrow I'm traveling, not flying, I'm taking the bus to Oslo, and my brain isn't working, and it's nearly midnight and I have to go to sleep. I'm going to wash my face and go to sleep now as soon as I can, so I get at least some sleep before my trip to Oslo tomorrow.